Yo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
How's everybody doing on this morning? Let's go ahead, tag and share, comment. Let us know that you are in the building, rocking with us on this morning. It is the Morning Tea Radio Show. The Morning Tea Radio Show on a Wednesday. We also call it Women's Worth Wednesday. So while we tag, let me get some people on because I know it's about to be a holiday. Some people are off today. Some people off today, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So some of y'all may not be up so early, but let me tag some of y'all. We live. Y'all tune in. Again, let us know that y'all are here. Let us know that y'all are rocking with us on this morning. It's the Morning Tea Radio Show. Good morning, ladies.
Morning. Wake up.
Good morning.
How was y'all's weekend?
Mine was good. I hung out with the Porters and at a pool party. We was celebrating yesterday was the last day of a 30-day walk, water and worship challenge. And so it was fun to kind of meet people who, you see on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And it's like meeting the part of the family that you like, that you like. So it was good.
That's awesome. Yeah, awesome. Rebecca, congratulations. She got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yes.
So congratulations. Let me go ahead and give you some.
Yes. It's about time to recognize girl. It's about time.
It's about time. Listen, one of the things that I learned is better late than never.
Right on time.
Look, whenever it comes, you can still add it to your resume. That's how I feel about stuff. Yeah. At this, oftentimes we talk about sometimes, you get overlooked sometimes, and you just have to deal with the overlook till God says it is your season. It is your season.
So, I definitely agree. But either way, I clap for everybody. Even if I haven't got nothing, I always show up for everybody else just like it's me. So
yeah.
That's definitely that girl.
So tell us a little bit about the event. What type of event was it?
So it was the Tax Awards. It was hosted by the lovely Miss Jamie Johnson. And when I tell you, she left no detail unturned. Like it was from the decor, the rooms, every thought. She thought of everything, the food, everything. It was nice. It like people from all over came out. It was in Orlando, people from Georgia, people from Texas, people from California, people from Maryland, like all over came out. So it was a really, really, really nice event.
That's good. I'm so glad. And y'all tell me y'all thoughts. I'm glad for. I was speaking with somebody yesterday, and I was talking about the market is so oversaturated with so many things. Mm-hmm. You actually feel really good when you enter into a new space, and it really is about what it says it's supposed to be about, right? So that people they aren't in a position to say, okay, I spent money for this and I didn't receive this. You actually you felt what you were supposed to feel. You networked with the people that were in the room. And it's always good because I think, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts. I think some people are just doing stuff just to say that they've done things.
Yeah.
The value of what your expectation is set through the marketing aspect. And when you win, it's absolutely opposite of what it was supposed to be. So y'all tell me y'all thoughts on that.
But people all of a sudden are just throwing these events. A lot of people are just doing it for the money.
Mhm.
They have no substance behind it. They have no reason. They have no journey of where it's really supposed to lead to. And it's
Yeah.
just because they either saw somebody else do it and they feel they can do it better and it fails, or it's for the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I would be disappointed. I would be disappointed too to go somewhere based on what was marketed or advertised, and it's not, the substance is not there. Yeah, like you say, a lot of people just doing stuff to do it, and it's like, no, don't be wasting my time like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's and so it's refreshing to be in a space like you talked about, Rebecca. It's refreshing to be in those type of spaces. And then, it's just it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes as entrepreneurs, and y'all tell me, sometimes like yesterday, my brain, I had reached the highest level that my brain could think last night. I had never experienced what I experienced yesterday. It was like I was really mentally exhausted of thinking yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
last
Mm-hmm.
night. And I was like, I just can't think of nothing else. I just cannot think of nothing else. And so, have y'all ever experienced that?
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I
Brain
think we
overload.
experienced it at the same time.
Yeah, she gave me some of what she was thinking, and I'm like,
My
yeah.
Jesus, I'm just so good morning to everybody. Good morning,
Yeah,
Tasha.
good morning.
Good
Hopping on.
morning.
Good morning, Dr. Leah. Good morning. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning. Thank y'all
Good
so much.
morning.
Do us a favor, y'all. Comment, invite at least 2 people to the live. If you
Mm-hmm.
are on, invite at least 2 people to the live. I'm just thinking maybe we may possibly do a drawing later today for something. Do a drawing
Okay.
for y'all rocking with us. Everybody who invites 2 people, you will be included in a drawing. I don't know what you're going to receive, but it's gonna be good. I know it's
Yeah.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So if this is your first time tuning into the Morning Tea Radio Show, we utilize this platform for businesses, entrepreneurs, those who want to grow and enlarge your network and territory. So if you are a business owner, if you have an event coming up and you want more people, more faces in the places, or you would like more exposure on your business or your event, we definitely will be able to do that. You can reach out to myself, Rebecca, or Kim. We have some packages. If you like an interview, if you love for us to give you a business shout out, or if you would love to add a commercial to our Morning Tea Radio Show, we would love to do that. But not only do we have, we cater to businesses, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, we also have Morning Tea topics. And these are things that happen each and every day. I always like to say adult conversations because we definitely unpack, pull back the layers, and have authentic conversations. And so we would love to have a conversation with you as well. So if you would love to interview with us, we love to get in. It's a judgment-free zone, a safe space for you to be your authentic self and to get some feedback from those who are tuned in, who are listening, and who are viewing. So if you are just now tuning in, I did say invite 2 people to the live. Invite 2 people to the live. We're going to do a drawing later on this evening, maybe this afternoon, because the show is only an hour. So we definitely don't have to wait until tonight to do the drawing, but we may have those who catch the replay. But y'all, listen, last week on the Morning Tea Radio Show, we talked about high standards or unrealistic expectations. Is chivalry really dead, or have our expectations changed when it comes to others? And so we had a good conversation. So, ladies, do y'all remember some of the conversation last week? Good morning, Reggie.
Good morning, Reggie. Yeah, I remember briefly about is chivalry still dead? I believe we do have some good men out there. That'll still open a door, wash the car, put some gas in it, rub your feet without you having to say, hey,
Rubber feet.
I'm big on rubbing them feet. So I definitely believe that it's not dead. And like I told the women, we need to also love on our men. Love on your man. That
Yeah.
plays a big part. Appreciate them. At
Yeah.
all costs. They deserve love and rub their feet too and they back. But I don't know about pumping no gas.
I'm gonna be very honest, open and transparent. I have never been a feet girl. Never.
Uh-huh.
When I say
Really?
that, I didn't even touch my leg with your feet under the cover in the bed. That's how bad. My sister used to do that to aggravate me
Yeah.
because you rubbing your feet on me. It's the whole thing. But I love my significant. And if he need me to rub his feet, I'm about to say, Lord Jesus, today. Give me the anointing of my head. I can rub.
So you don't want to do no footsie? You don't want to do no footsie?
Maybe it ain't never been no footsies in my life. Never been no footsies.
What about you, Rebecca?
In the beginning, I was like that. Like the rubbing of the foot against my foot kind of. But I will do like the foot bath, like with the foot spa, whatever. I have done that, for, to, set the mood. So it was okay. Yeah. But I had to get there. I'm like me. I did have to get there.
Well, I like my feet rub. If he wanted his feet rub, I would, if they ain't looking all scary and all that kind of stuff,
I'm gonna tell you this too. I don't think I've never asked anybody to rub my feet. I go, get the pedicures and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever said, "Oh, rub my feet." And I don't know, maybe that's just a thing for me. But hey, now my leg, yes, in the name. But I've never been a feet girl. But hey, like I said, I love mine. So if his feet,
baby,
he got some
work them feet.
Lord, I'm joking.
Pull out the foot spa.
Baby, listen.
Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Angela.
Oh, goodness.
Good morning. We thank y'all for rocking with us on this morning. So listen, we already talked about a weekend recap. What did I do this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I really just chilled. Just chilled this weekend. Binge watched a lot of shows on this weekend. And then on Sunday, got a chance to go to Tisha Owens. We have an event coming up in Atlanta, Fashion Show with the Stars. It's a fundraiser fashion show for the Homeless Project. And so excited about that taking place in August. So we had a fellowship and a meeting on Sunday. And then church, of course. But that's what my weekend looked like. But this week is going down in New Orleans.
Okay.
Nothing on my people on this week. Excited about that. But y'all, we're gonna get into this commercial break. And I got some entertainment news. So y'all make sure that you don't go nowhere. If you are just now tuning in, we asked you to invite 2 people to the live. We're gonna do a drawing this afternoon or this evening for those who invite 2 people to give away something. We just feeling like blessing the people on this show. So y'all make sure that y'all continue to rock with us. We'll be right back with the Morning Tea Gossip.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now it's time for Entertainment News, the Tea Gossip segment, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
All right, y'all. So if this is your first time tuning in to the Morning Tea Radio Show, we have a tea gossip segment where we talk about things in the entertainment industry. We talk about, it could be some gossip. My mother, shout out to my mama who's on the live. She always sends me things to discuss during the Morning Tea Gossip segment of the show. But listen, who watched the BET Awards?
I missed it.
The awards.
I watched it. I watched the replay, but I hadn't got through all of it, but most of it.
Okay, so those who are tuned in, who are rocking with us on this morning, what was your favorite part of the BET Awards? If you watch it. Now, let me tell you something. I have been a part of the BET Awards twice. I was when it was in Houston, and then when I was styling for New Edition, I did the LA one time. So I've only been to 2. It's an experience. It is truly an experience. What you see on TV is completely what be going down in the building. I just be like, oh, y'all look so professional on TV. But honey, when I say the culture be culturing, be doing. They be doing. Because it is definitely an experience. But my favorite part of the show was the Lauryn Hill tribute.
Okay.
I love that.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
When I say they selected the right people to do
They
the
did.
right songs.
Okay.
Give her a tribute. It was good. I actually can go back and watch that on YouTube or watch the replay just for that, just for Lauryn Hill, because she, first of all, she's well deserving of the award. She got what was her award? Her award was the Living Legend Icon Award, is what she won. And it was just all right, good. Queen Latifah, like, and I enjoyed the beginning. They brought it all the way back to Sister Act, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, y'all are setting the stage. And when I tell you, it was so good. And of course, the king. Before David, I had a love named T.I. And when I say he was in the building and he did
He did that.
He did his thing. One thing that I'm gonna tell you something, what I love about T.I., he's always been a real rapper. He's always story to his rap. It wasn't just somebody saying a bunch of stuff. He actually had words and lyrics, and that's how Lil Wayne used to be as well. Lil Wayne used to be the same way until he crossed over, which I get it, I understand. But anyway, those were my favorites. I also love Tiana Taylor when she got presented her.
I love that.
Oh my God, she was so excited.
I love that.
Okay.
So excited. So it was very good. Even Angela said T.I.'s performance was top tier. Even Lizzo performed. Lauryn Hill, like, it was really good. It was really, really good. So shout out to everyone
check it out.
A part of the BET Awards. If you haven't watched it, watch the culture. I know I saw some stuff online where some people was like, okay, they weren't really enthused, but come on now, y'all. Like, this year was better than some of the other ones I've witnessed. And then, the whole show wasn't what it was. Sometimes we are our worst critics.
Yeah. I always got something to say. Always.
I always got something to say. But that was the entertainment news. So y'all go back and watch it and let us know what your thoughts. If you were in the comments, let us know what your thoughts. We're gonna get into this next segment. We got Miss Unmute in the building, so y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Rebecca, the Unmute Yourself Queen. Let me ask you a question. Do you find yourself shrinking inside of rooms that you are meant to command? And do you ask yourself, why does this keep happening? Well, stay tuned for my upcoming segment, Unmute Yourself, and you'll see why, and get tips on how to change that. Stay tuned.
Hey y'all, hey, how are y'all doing today? Today I'm coming straight off the dome. Straight off the dome. So today what I want to say is get you some help. We are out here. We're doing it. We're doing it by ourselves. We're taking on so much. Our mental health is struggling. Our mental health is suffering. We're afraid to say that we're not okay. We're afraid to say that we need help. We're afraid to go to somebody to talk. And I get it. We just got them saying we're our worst critic. The worst thing you can do is go to pour your heart out to somebody and tell them you're not okay, for them to go and tell somebody else that you're not okay, or fix your crown and then go tell the world that it was crooked. I get it, but find your tribe, whoever that may be, and talk. If it needs to be somebody professionally, if it needs to be a hood professional, somebody that's not credentialed but you can trust. Release that what you're holding, and make sure your mental is intact. Because like I keep saying, y'all, people are getting out of here. People are going in their sleep, and it's from stress of the wind on them. You can't do anything about it, keeping it balled up. Even if you have to take it to God, shout in the closet or whatever. Do not hold that in. Get some help. Talk to somebody, and let's keep our mental in check. And I want to challenge everybody to take one day a month, one day, and unplug from everything and just be with yourself. Have a mental health day. If it means going and sitting in the middle of at the lake, at the park, have a picnic by yourself, going out, doing something, do that. Spend that time away from the environment that's keeping you stressed. And that is my unmute yourself segment for the day, because I love y'all and so does God. Take care of yourself.
Yes, that's good. And I'm gonna take on that challenge. I really am. I'm gonna take on the challenge because sometimes we don't realize what that actually does for you, what it does for you to just kind of take your mind away from it for a second. And that's why I always love to go out of town. Because I'm out of the environment and I'm out of my norm, right?
Right.
I have to really
Exactly.
even though I forgot my computer when we went to Arkansas, I now know that the Lord allowed me to forget my computer so that I can take some mental time to reboot, to refresh, to restart. So that is really good. And I'm gonna take you up on that challenge to make sure I do that. I'm gonna make sure I do that. So y'all, we're gonna get a quick song, and when we come back, we got the one and only who loves to ruffle y'all feathers. We're gonna see what she got to talk about today, y'all. So we're gonna get into this dirty. Guess what? Because we haven't heard it in a long time. And I want to
and that's my song.
Get dirty.
Dirty. Y'all still gonna know where to stay right there. Remember, invite 2 people. We got a drawing that's coming up. We appreciate y'all. Keep rocking with us. We'll be right back.
Down in the water, I went down there, it was cold. Chill took over my body, but not my soul. Came up and nothing changed, I felt the same. Until I opened my mouth and said, God, clean me up. Hey, you saw the me that you created from day one, and I'm grateful, so grateful. Cause I was out there.
I'm gonna have
Ooh, that's dirty.
But guess what? Guess what's coming up?
Hey, it's your favorite Miss Kim on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Coming up next, let me ruffle your feathers. Stay put now. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on? Listen, Rebecca, you know, I just come off. Well, I'm still on it. I've been on a mental detox for about 2 months now. If I don't feel like talking, answering the phone, you know, listen, I get back to you when I get back to you, baby. And my ruffle the feathers, we're always in sync. You know what I'm saying? It's just so amazing. Because this morning I was wondering, okay, what am I going to ruffle today? You know, and a very special person kind of was like, you know, they shared something with me. And I said, you know what? Phone etiquette. We need to learn to put the phone down. It's okay. Put the phone down. When you're in line at the store, focus on that moment. Stop trying to do so much at one time that you're not even mentally focused on the one thing at hand. You know, give all to, if you're in the store, enjoy that shopping experience. Focus, concentrate. Okay. When you get in line, put the phone down. You know, even when you're driving, stop trying to text and drive. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the moment of being in the car. Normally, when I'm in the car, if I'm not having a full-blown concert, because y'all know how Miss Kim do in her vibe, baby, I'm quiet. They don't necessarily mean you always have to be on the phone. The state that we're in now with the phone, you know, you gotta text, you gotta be on Facebook, you're scrolling, you're TikToking. That has caused a lot of people mental stuff because you get overwhelmed with so much information. So be focused in the moment. Learn to put the phone down. Not only put the phone down to help your mental, but it's also rude to be on the phone doing stuff when you're supposed to be doing something else. And besides, when you're in the store, in a restaurant, nobody wants to hear your conversation. Nobody want to hear all of that. And some people, you know, nobody want to hear, girl, this, that. Nobody want to hear that. Let the people enjoy their experience at the restaurant. You enjoy yours, eat, and put the phone down. Don't try to see what's going, because you're not going to miss nothing, just like I missed the BET Award. Baby, when we get off, I'm about to turn the TV on, and I'll be in the moment, okay? So put the phone down. That'll help y'all with y'all mental, and stop trying to take on so much at one time. as I continue to go back to my mental detox. And for those that may be listening, I'll get back to you when I get back to you, baby. Just remember to be kind, and I love you. That's it.
I think it's important, and that's a good segue into our topic after we go to another song, because I want to hear Amen, my jam. But our morning tea topic is healthy boundary. Is your mental health in check? And we're going to talk about that, because I think a lot of times we get distracted. Have y'all realized, and y'all put in the comments as well, have y'all ever been in a mode where you're excited, you've had a good day, and you start scrolling on Facebook and you start seeing all of these things, such as,
and it depresses you,
and you're just like, oh man, like it brought your whole morale, your spirit down, because man, I didn't know that person died, and oh man, that person is missing, and oh man, that person is going through. So now I've taken on your whole energy.
Absolutely.
Just scrolling. And oftentimes people don't even realize you can be distracted. Your whole day can be thrown off from those things. So and this is something that I may start doing back. Something that I'm just gonna share with you. I remember when I was fasting, when I was in biblical studies, my fast was being off social media from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. in the morning. It was, and when I tell you, I would turn my notifications off, so I didn't even know what was going on social media, but it gave me a sense of peace throughout the night, right? You know, sometimes you can read some stuff before you go to bed, and emotionally, internally, it can interrupt your sleep.
Absolutely.
You may not get as much rest or as better rest as you can, because you have so many things boggled in your head. And during that time at 7 o'clock, I would pull out my Bible or I would do something spiritual to kind of get me in the mindset of release of whatever had taken place during the day, but also not be boggled with so many things of the outside world.
The cares of the world.
So even if you don't do it 7 days out of the week, if you say, you know what, just to kind of see how you feel when you do it, see how refreshed you are when you wake up the next morning, because you didn't have everybody's, because people don't understand you can take on other people's energy.
You can
quickly by the way that you are around people while you're taking part in specific things. And so we're going to talk about that in the morning, but I just wanted to share that, because distractions and things are not being in the moment and being everybody else's stuff, it can take a toll on you. So
it go hand in hand. Just put the phone down, y'all. Put it down.
Just put the phone
down. Just put it down. Do a replay. Something. It'll be there.
Catch it later. And some stuff you may need to miss if you don't see it. You may need
to.
All right, we're gonna get into this song, and when we come back, we got Amen by Pastor Mike. But I want to give a shout out to the Martians for Dirty. Like, that is the jam, and I've been jamming that song on the morning tea for at least about 3 years, maybe even 4 years now. So that's my jam. But I'm gonna get into this, Pastor Mike, and when we come back, we got the morning tea topic. The morning tea topic is healthy boundaries. Is your mental health in check? And we're gonna talk about some things that you will be surprised. I'm gonna ask some questions and talk to my girls about some things that we may not even known have been a part of mental stress that we've been carrying. So y'all make sure that y'all don't go nowhere. Again, invite 2 people. We're going to put you in a drawing this afternoon, this evening, for something special. So we invite y'all to take upon yourself to invite some people and share the live. We'll be right back with the morning tea topic.
Oh, let the church say, It's gonna be my year that I break every cycle. Let me testify my right hand on the Bible. They threw me away, but I'm glad I got recycled. Joy came in the morning, but I made it through the night, man. He put you in the dark to see your light work. He died just for you, that's what your life worth. So go ahead and let your light work. Let it shine. The church say, you agree with everything that I'm saying, If you agree with everything that he's saying, it's gonna be my year. I'm blessed, no stress. Everybody around me blessed. Amen.
Good morning, Miss Eartha. Thank you so much for joining us on this morning. That was Amen by Pastor Mike. That is the one song that I don't care if I'm tired, I'm stressed, I don't feel like talking like him. But that is the one song that gives me enough energy, because sometimes we just have to be blessed to just be blessed
Yes.
where we are.
Yes.
And let the church say amen.
Yes, right.
Yeah. So that gets me going every time. But thank you. We appreciate y'all. So now it's time for the morning tea topic. The morning tea topic, as we shared in the beginning of the show, is conversations, real authentic conversations about things that we love to get your perspective on. We love, sometimes our perspective changes based on what the audience says. Or I may hear Rebecca's side and I'll be like, you know what, Rebecca, you're right. I never thought about it that way. And if I am in a situation, circumstance, sometimes you can go back to these shows and be like, okay, I haven't experienced that yet. But I remember when they talked about this, and they talked about some of the things that they have gone through and some of the things that have assisted them and got each other's perspective. And somebody in the comments said this, and you know what? I remember that. And I can apply that to my current situation. We always say, if an experience has knocked on your door, keep on living, because you just never when it will. And so we're excited. Good morning, Trina. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for on this morning. Good morning, David Starks.
Hello, Mr. Starks.
So excited to have you in the church this morning. In the church. We're excited. So listen, y'all, healthy boundaries. What does that look like? You know, people, we are in, is this mental health month? Is May? Oh no, we're in July.
We're in July.
Yeah, I think it was March. Was it March or May?
I know every month is mental. Every month, you ask me.
True. That is true. Yeah. That is true. So, you know, we're talking about something many people struggle with. And sometimes people don't even know that they're in a mental space, right? They're in a space that is just taking over their mind. We talked about distractions earlier. And sometimes we don't even admit that we are mentally tired. Yeah. We're mentally tired of carrying the weight. We're mentally tired of trying to fix everything for everybody. We're mentally tired of just being tired of being sick and tired, like we used to say. Tired of protecting people, tired of sacrificing, tired of people pleasing, tired of just so many things. And so let's talk about it. So do y'all feel guilty for saying no to protect your mental?
I have. I have. In some cases, I have, dependent on the individual. You know, depending on the individual, I have.
You got mentally tired. You feel, what about you, Rebecca? Because I know you talk about at one time you were muted, right? And now you are unmuted. So did you ever feel guilty for saying no, or even because sometimes in that we don't say no because we feel like we need to do something. We feel like we need to be a part of something, even though it's mentally draining. We say yes because we don't want to say no. Have you ever been in that position to where you felt guilty for saying no?
Yes, definitely. A lot of times. And now as I've grown and I try to protect my mental more, I don't. But yes, I did a lot of times. I found myself doing things just to please or just not to say no.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Daisha said she did at one point. Yeah. That's why I've learned a lot from Daisha as well. You know, you just got to learn to say no, and in saying no, if that person don't understand, then that's just too bad, because we can't be everything to everybody all the time. You know, so it feels good. It feels good to say no.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Sometimes your
definitely
your no is self-care, right?
Yes.
And we have the authority to make those solid decisions when it comes to us, right? For mental health, if I feel like I need to say no, because if I say yes, it's going to stress me. That's self-care for me. That's me taking care of self first, instead of saying I'm going to put you before myself. And it's not selfish to have boundaries for you to say no. It's not. Good morning, Daisha. My mom says, I just feel for saying no, but as I am older, I used to feel for saying no, but as I am older and wiser, I do better. Sometimes it's about me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
exactly.
And Miss Eartha says, there was a time that I did feel guilty, but once I understood that every person is not my assignment.
Yeah.
And when you on a lot of stuff, you will find yourself mentally drained.
Absolutely.
That is
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
That is so true, because you feel overwhelmed and you put yourself in a position where you brought it on yourself.
Yeah.
You brought it on yourself. It could have been an easy, I don't want to say selfish decision, but it is. It's a self-care decision. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's a self-care decision. So are you drained or are you living? Like, are you drained or are you living? If you could take a self-evaluation of your life and where you are right now, are you actually living life or are you drained? Because sometimes we have self-exhaustion. We take on too much. We got too much. We don't say no. We say yes. We people please. All of those things. So what for you guys, what do you feel? For those who are in the comments, are you living or do you feel drained? And if you're drained, tell us why you feel drained. And if you living, tell us what is it that helps you feel like you're living. What about you?
I would say in my girl words, in this big old age, I am finally able to say I'm living.
Okay.
You know, and when I say, man, I don't care, it's not being a mean. I don't care. It's being like, I got to save me first, you know, and I have to pour into me first, you know, because all these years I've poured into people, you know, and I'm learning that no, if I don't want to answer my phone, I'm not going to answer it. If I don't want to respond to the text, I'm not going to respond. And I'm not going to tell you why. Like, I'm not, and I used to do that because I would feel bad. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I'm not doing that. I have choices that I can make, and I'm okay with the choices that I make. I love being with Kimberly. I love being with Kimberly. You know, we vibe together, and I'm enjoying the space that I'm in, you know, learning to say, hey, I don't need people around me or talking to me all the time. Even though I love people and stuff, but I'm okay with me. And that starts with loving yourself and being okay. I don't have to know what so-and-so doing. I don't have to know what's going on. I don't have to know all of that. Because I think when you know all that, you got to be involved. You got to know what's going on. It's too much. It's too much to keep up with. You feel overwhelmed. And yeah, I'm living now, baby. I'm living. You know, I'm living. Y'all about to make me turn this radio on and start and do a dance.
What about you, Becca?
I would say 80-20. And which is good, because it used to be probably 80-20 the other way. 80 where I am living, 20% I feel like I am a little drained, and it's because most of that is due to being an entrepreneur, where you feel like you have to show up even when you don't feel like it. But I'm getting out of that. My boundaries are my boundaries, and I'm even getting as far as now separating my page from my clients, because sometimes I can be out and they be like, well, I had called you all on social media. Look, this is my time now. You know, I'm not in work mode. I'm in my own time mode right now. So yes, I think now I am learning how to separate the two.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm learning. I love your percentages. I think that I'm learning, and I'm learning because I've of course had to transition. My life has transitioned, right? So learning that the hustle and bustle can't be living all the time.
Right.
You set boundaries for what that time is, and then you set boundaries for enjoying life. Like you said earlier, Rebecca, people are leaving, and I don't want to leave this life knowing that all I did was focus on other people and their being. Some of it has to be me, right? It has to be, like you said, taking those days. And I'm really seriously we should do a challenge of self-care days, whether it's pop up, not opening it for a full day, not responding to text messages, not responding to phone calls, and really have a hard stop on the things that distract you mentally and on yourself. So something I wanted to ask y'all as well is, what are some warning signs of emotional burnout? What are some warning signs? What do we take on that has pushed us to the level of emotional burnout? I know what it does for me, but what is something for you, Kim? What make you on an emotional burnout where it's just like, I can't take no more. Okay, I just need a day. I need a break.
Oh, when it comes to social media, what
Mhm.
give me an emotional burnout, and this is being transparent, when I see people like when I see people promote or doing something, and it's like, you know what, I'm not gonna take on. I'm not gonna take on this. Like it just it does something to my emotional thing because I'm like, you know what, people get. I love people. When I say this, don't get me wrong. People get on my nerve, and so that's why I have to disconnect from social media. You know, I get on there, do my post, and kind of see what's going on, just stay relevant and things like that. But then some things I see that it's like, when you just keep scrolling, like, let me just keep scrolling. So at that point, I know my emotions are taking over because I may know something. You know what I'm saying? And so it affects my emotions when I see certain posts. So most of the time when you catch me on Facebook and knowing what's going on, is either toward the end of the day when I'm just really kind of bored and I'm trying to go to sleep, but to just sit on it all day long, that would bother that causes emotional burnout, because again, if you take on what's going on and people just make you start feeling away, it's just too much. It becomes too much. It really becomes too much. It does. I kind of was all over the place, but yeah, I was all over the place, but yeah,
it's okay.
I was all over the place.
You get it. What about you, Rebecca?
For me, I would say the emotional, I guess the word would be emotional depletion, where I feel like I'm just constantly just pouring, 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 pouring. And I can count on maybe one hand the people that will call to say, how are you today? I don't need to ask a question. I don't need this. I don't need that. How are you today? And it's like when it's one problem after the next that needs solving, and a lot of those have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's what I think emotionally
Yeah.
burns me.
Well, my emotional burnout is when people don't do what they say they're going to do.
Yeah.
That's an emotional burnout for me. It's an emotional burnout for me. Let me tell you why. Because internally, I want so many people to win that don't really want to win for themselves. It burns me out. It burns me when people use the value, the gifts that the Lord has given me to plant seeds and assist you in nurturing your seeds, and you're not even watering your own seeds.
Yeah.
That's emotional burnout for me. When you don't do the little things to move the needle in whatever your goals are. And the not doing what you say you're going to do, it frustrates me so much and it emotionally burns me out, is because my expectation is you're going to do what you said you were going to do.
Right.
So if my expectation is that, and it turns out to be something different, my trust for you begins to lower. My respect for you begins to lower. What I saw of you and thought of you before those moments now is a little sketchy.
Yeah.
And so it's too much energy for me to try to figure out who you are when I accepted you or would have accepted you for who you told me you were. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be trustworthy and honest and real and authentic about who you. I can respect a person so much more if you tell me I ain't got it. I don't put it all together.
Exactly.
I'm starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I'm starting from planting a seed. The seeds that I planted did not grow. Let's start some fresh seeds before you just allow someone. And I believe that's what social media is doing. It's allowing people to be whoever they want to be instead of you being who exactly God called you to be. That right there alone is, if y'all understood the last 2 weeks that
yes. I feel it.
because when I tell you emotionally, I am burnt out. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna move on. David did a song, y'all, and I hope I don't get emotional. David did a song the other night. And
Mhm.
and sometimes you withhold your stress because for me, and I don't want to say stress, I
Yeah.
withhold certain things because you're taking on so much yourself that I don't want to dump on you, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
The other night he was here in the studio and he was doing a song, and it was a gospel song. And as I'm listening to him in the studio, I knew the song was for me.
Wow.
Knew it was
Mm.
that I needed, right? I never said anything. The next day when he put the song out, I listened to the song. I sung the song over and over and over and over and over. And I knew that that was God's way of telling me that it
Mhm.
was going to turn around for me. I
Right.
knew that it was God speaking through what he did to
Mhm.
make me say, you know what? I prayed so hard that night and I finally went to sleep with peace
Mhm.
instead of frustration.
Right.
I was emotionally tired. I
Mhm.
was emotionally tired. And so we got to be careful on that. So anyway, so
Mhm.
moving on. What does boundaries look like? What does boundaries look like when it comes to your mental health? What does that look like for y'all? What have you done based on your past, Rebecca? You said you used to say yes. What are some boundaries that you have set now that will assist you in your mental health, or even you, Kim, when you say social media
Yeah.
causes you emotional draining? What are
Mhm.
some of the things that y'all do now that assist y'all with that?
Definitely take the mental health breaks.
Mhm.
I do a mental health day now, at least several times a month, and I just, it's about me. If I don't want to answer a question, if I don't want to respond, if I want to go on D&D all day, I do that because y'all, it's bad. It gets
Yeah.
bad, so bad. My mental, it gets so bad, and I'm gonna just be transparent that sometimes at night, I'm like, God, please don't take me like this.
Mm,
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Don't take me like this because sometimes it's just so much to where you feel like any one little thing added to that, and it's just gonna. So
Yeah.
now I have to take that time to take care of myself. I have to.
Yeah.
It's like non-negotiable.
yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever is left behind at that point, I pick it up the next day or the day after that.
Yeah. Because it'll still be there.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
important because even with getting a lot of information,
Mm,
that's overwhelming for some people. And when it comes to social media, like we all said, we begin to take on what we see on social media. And then when I stated that it irritates me when I see certain people doing stuff or commenting, and then it's like, okay, but you just complaining and wasting my time. And then, so you have to set that boundary so you just don't pop or lash out at an innocent person, and it's not being mean because I have someone because I didn't return a phone call and a text. So now you on social media with these subliminal messages. That pisses me off. You see what I'm saying? So now, because now I'm not going to return the call or the text because I put you on do not disturb, you could just I'll be somebody you used to know because now you going there. And so because I decided to set a boundary instead of you saying, hey, I'm just checking on you. I don't want nothing because the history has shown you always want some. It's always an issue. You know how you got certain people that reach out or ring the phone and then you just be like, oh, what? Oh, here we go. And then you just have to kind of take a deep breath. I don't want to have to be like that before I interact with people where I'm like, oh, here we go with this drama. Oh, let me prepare myself for that. Oh, they gonna be draining. I can't share this because they going through that. That's emotional drainage. And so in setting the boundaries, if it means being by yourself and turning that music on, so be it, but it's hand in hand. That social media will drive people to a mental state that they can't recover because it takes them to depression. It takes them to thinking that they're not way they're supposed to be. It's so many variables with social media because you take on people you don't know, you take on the people then you got your family, then you got your friends, then you're running your business, then you got your job. It's too much. It's too much. And so when I decided, like I said 2 months ago, just to do a mental detox, baby, if I sit outside and it's 100 degrees, I'm in a sauna. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go to the sauna, but I have to just be one with myself and say, I'm not doing this today. Like, because if I wasn't here, you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
right? If I wasn't here available, you're gonna have to figure it out, call somebody else, or just learn to do what works for you, and stop dumping on people. And it's not that we all don't have things going on, but at some point you gotta grow up and mature and learn to let certain things go,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I love that you said, we all have said, and
Yes.
those in the comments. The first thing is you have to recognize what those triggers and those distractions are. Because sometimes if you can go back and look at your days or the day before or even the day of in the evening time, how many times was I distracted with somebody else's stuff?
Yes.
Like, let me give you back your stuff, because
Yeah.
God didn't tell me I was supposed to carry it anyway. You know what I mean? And what I'm learning, and my mom can be attest to what I'm learning, is I've been telling everybody, and I had to get to this point because it didn't happen just
Right.
I've gotten to the point to where I just have to let God be who he is, right?
Yeah.
Not taking on things that are not under your control. He didn't assign that to you. If it goes that way, okay, fine. Like, okay, that's the way the guy wanted it to go. I can't change it. There's nothing that I can do to change the situation or the circumstance. Yes, I can pray to Lord, Lord, and say your name and speak health and speak all of these things. But it's still God's decision. The ultimate decision on however it's going to turn out is not in my control. So if I can't control it, why am I holding on to it?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
took that mindset of, okay, Lord, it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work
Yeah.
out. Okay, Lord, you're showing me things that I really don't want to see, but I need to see it for whatever reason. So just look at it and let me look at it with a good eye, because you're showing me these things repeatedly. Okay, Lord, I'm not listening. You keep tapping me on the hand and
Right.
specific things that I'm ignoring because I don't want to see it. And then when I get that sucker punch in the stomach, oh, now I want to say, oh, Lord, now you've been showing me all this time that these things have been warning signs.
Yeah.
You need to be disconnected to.
Yeah.
Sorry, there are people that you need to serve, and you don't need to look at this as a money opportunity or a money grab. People, the Lord have assigned these specific people to you, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not stewarding over what it is that he's giving you by giving a return on the investment. You're not showing up for people, but you want people to show up for you. All of these things is happening for a specific reason. And now I'm in a season where, okay, Lord, I see it. That's what I was supposed to see. Okay. Well, season they was in, I thank you, Lord, that they was in that amount of time. However, where you're taking me, they can't come with me. They can't go with that. So all of these different things, and it takes growth to be able to do that. But the first thing that we all have said is we learned. So I challenge everybody to look at your day to day. What is your triggers? What is causing you to be distracted? What is causing you to be emotionally drained? What do I need to disconnect from? What do I need to disconnect from? If you're like him, you know that Facebook is a trigger. Okay, well, I'm on Facebook from this time to this time to do my business. I'm not associating and scrolling.
Yeah.
So if it's like Rebecca, I'm saying no. I'm doing self-care days. And if it's like me, I'm allowing God to be who he is. But I'm also understanding that I need to live more than I hustle. And that's something different for me. And it's been challenging and setting boundaries in that. But also, I need to learn everybody is not your assignment, Mika.
Right. That part.
Assignment.
Yeah.
The more you want it for them, the less action they do.
Yep.
And if it happens, the money is just not worth the emotional draining and the stress of holding on to people that don't want it as bad as you want it for them.
Absolutely.
That's my piece on
Absolutely.
Because some people are paying the money for a whole different reason than what you thinking it is. You thinking they coming for a service, they coming for an attachment. It has nothing to do with the. And people are paying for that these days. That's true.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It's good every single day. And for y'all, for those of you who are doing that, never gonna grow to the magnitude of what you expect because your heart posture is not right going in at all. You got people who are paying because they want to pick you apart. They want to see what you're not doing. They want to connect with your connections. They want to feel validated by being attached to you. They
Yeah.
look like they are successful, and they not doing none of the
Yeah.
things that they're supposed to do in order to get to where they're even wanting to go. You got people taking on people's money because they want to look like something.
Yeah.
No, they don't have
That's
the
bad.
expertise or the value to even pour into or even steward or even listen, I can go all day about that. And we only got about 5-6
Yeah.
leave that right there. However, y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's good though.
Some of these comments. Mama say, I say no. The response is laugh worthy. They even ask me why or why not, and I just say, don't do that. Then they smile.
Right.
I know that's right.
Girl, boundaries for me is not taking on other people's issues. I have learned to say, oh, okay, and move on. No is a complete sentence. I stand 10 toes down on me, and I still matter. I saw Miss Eartha say something that was really good. Okay, Miss Eartha, I look for the red flag warning. Discernment will show you danger zones in some of the situations you take on with others. See that warning, you have to stop and not keep pressing. Go in a situation that has no end. It will drain you if you don't have perimeter. That blessed my whole soul. That blessed my whole soul. Nisi Daisha said, my favorite boundary is saying no and not offering an explanation. I say no, and that's it. I don't have to have an explanation. That's what the people pleaser, and I'm no longer people pleasing. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So good, so good, so good. So y'all, before we go off, before we get into upcoming events, what is one boundary? If you could say one boundary you wish you have set years ago, or if you have set a boundary, put it in the chat. We would love to hear. If you say this from this moment on, I'm going to set this boundary and I'm going to stick with it. I wish I would have did it years ago, but now I'm going to do it today. So what's one that you got, Rebecca?
This is going to be good.
Not interrupting God's plan for people's life. And what I mean by that is stepping in. Sometimes people have to go through stuff. Let them go through stuff. Because their blessing and their test is at the end of that. And if we started coming in, saving them and catching them before they fall, that's where the problem comes in at. So that's one thing I wish I had started a long time ago. Letting people, whatever God has in store, has planned at the end of this test for you, just go through it. I'm not going to save you from it because I have to go through it. Sit in it, like I say. Sit in it.
That was good for me.
Yeah.
I'm taking on people's stuff.
Taking
on people's stuff. Okay, what about you, Kim?
Oh, I would have to say, oh my God. I guess, I mean, because, I love, I would just have to say, I can't be everything to everybody, because like I said earlier, I feel like I have just poured and poured, and now I have to be a little selfish with, it's my turn. I'm going to pour into me. I'm one to, real quick, like, if I know somebody do a service or a product, I'm always shouting that person out, always doing that. And it's like, no, I'm going to take that same energy and pour it into me and my business and what I have going on. Just being more intentional about me.
That's good. That's good. So we got Kat saying she's going to stop trying to help everyone. It says okay, good. Have a good day. Trina says being superwoman for everybody but me. That's a good one. One of the ones that I was good, maybe not in those words, but not trying to be everybody's everything. If you are a business person, then you a business person. If you are my friend, you are my friend. If we can't commingle the two. Because your expectation of me is different when it comes to business, personal relationship with you. So for me, I'm setting boundaries, more boundaries, extensive boundaries. What I have set before. David said, my boundary is I'm at my lowest limit with Miss Earth.
I laugh because I'm right there with him on that.
Wow.
Use my beyond up.
He is not being serious. That is so. Angela said, I stopped taking on everyone's problems. Yes. Nedra said, I'm going to start setting a boundary of saying no and stop being there for everyone and put myself on last. That is absolutely correct. And oftentimes we do that. We put ourselves, and you know what, y'all? If we can be honest, it's because we love to see people grow. We don't want people to hurt. We want to feel like we can solve. We want to help. We want to say, and it's not even for any recognition or any type of anything. It's just the love that's within our heart. Don't want others to hurt. Don't want to go through what we've gone through. Don't want to see anybody fall. So we try to do, we try, and I'm going to say these words, Rebecca, but I know that it's not exactly what you're saying. We try to be God. We try to,
we're trying to save everybody. We
want to save everybody. We want to do things that, we want to do the things that are assigned to God to do and not us. Now, if the Lord speaks to you and tells you you are assigned to somebody, if he says, I need it, and those who hear in the spirit understands when the Lord speaks and when he whispers, says certain things, because if you pay close attention, he's not gonna let it go and get it right. And so if there's something, if the Lord is telling you to do specific things, then you got to do it and obey. However, if he's not telling you to solve this problem, if he's not telling, it's not your cross to carry, and you got to understand that. You have to understand that, and I had to learn it. I had to learn that as well. So yeah, today's conversation was really good. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with us on this morning. Y'all, we got some upcoming events. So Kim, tell them what you got coming up.
Woo! September the 12th, save the date. Baby, let me tell you about this retreat that's going on. It's not going to be like your normal retreat. Trust and believe Miss Kim when she tell y'all listen, don't be on the sidelines for this one. When y'all see, when y'all see what's going to be going on, y'all going to be like, oh man. Yeah, and it's only going to be limited people. It's by 25 to 30. So when you see it drop, you better go ahead and secure your spot. When you see it drop, secure your spot. So save the date for September the 12th, because it's about to go up, not down. It's going up. Okay,
it's going up. What about you, Becca?
So y'all have been asking, and we have the next Unmute Yourself 5-day challenge coming up July 27th. Ticket link drops today, and this is not going to be like no other challenge that I have done. When I say we pushing people out of that mute in this challenge, we're pushing you out. So if you're somebody that feels like you want to stay where you at, this probably ain't the challenge for you. But the link will drop today, and it's going to start July the 27th. So if you're following me, you'll see it. If you're not, follow me, and also follow the Unmute Yourself movement community on Facebook, where all the details will be shared.
Absolutely. And if y'all missed the first, if y'all missed the first or the second, that second one blew me away. It took over the timeline with the lives. I said, well, look at this person unmuting. Well, look at that person unmuting. So y'all tap in, because she definitely has a movement, and it is going beyond the internet. So y'all make sure to watch. Also, there's a couple of events. Marcy Jackson, Indigo Blue Denim, is having a Fashion Friday on July the 24th. So you guys make sure that you tap in, register through Eventbrite. I'm gonna make sure that I put the link within the comments. You guys make sure that you be a part of that event, because it's an exclusive wine vendor, as well as Ray's Things will be in the building. So y'all make sure that y'all share the invitation, as well as register for that. And then also myself this weekend will be honored at Essence Festival. I'm super excited. Shout out to Dr. Tasha Dickerson for the Big Easy Retreat that's taking place. We got Jasmine Crockett, who will be in the building, as well as the former Mayor Cantrell, who will be there as well. They only have 10 tickets left. Only 10. So if you are in the city of New Orleans, go ahead and get your ticket. You can go to the bigeasyretreat.com and grab your ticket. And that was last night. So I don't know how much, so much so I can't share what actually is happening, but the people are speaking about the Big Easy, and they're speaking big things. So I'm excited. I thank you again for the honor. I'm excited to be there with my best friends as well. Rhonda, who turned 50 a couple of weeks ago, as well as Priscilla. We're going to enjoy our time there. But most importantly, y'all pray our safety while we're there, as well as those who are involved in each and everything. So I'm excited about that. And I got a media mogul class. If you missed the last media mogul class, it was drop dead great. I'm gonna just say
that. I second that.
Yeah, so y'all make sure that you grab. I do have 2 spots left for the $99, but it's going to go up to $4.99. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and go to my website, mikadiamondincom, and grab your spot. It's only 2 spots left to grab it at that price, and then the price go up. Listen, it's worth way more.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you got it, I got Afterpay. You need to pay $25 a week to get in the room. Go ahead and grab your spot. I want to make sure that I put Daisha's comment up here before we hop off. She said, stop allowing certain energy around me. Not all company is good company. You can't help someone who do not want to help themselves.
That part.
The word all in
it. Good.
All right,
y'all. I wonder who her mama is. She must got a good role model. I wonder who her mama is.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us this morning. Remember, we're gonna catch the replay. Invite 2 people. We're gonna do a drawing this afternoon. I'm gonna say the drawing is gonna be at 3:00. And guess what? It just may be a spot for my media mogul class. It just may be. So if you
can't, it could be and it could also be a 5-day challenge.
Come on.
Oh, look, or it could be that retreat.
So y'all make sure that y'all invite 2 people to the live, and we'll do the drawing at 3:00. So tell them they better hop on before 3.
3:00.
And it's gonna be you as an individual. So I'll do the drawing live. So y'all have an amazing Wednesday. We'll be back next week, same place, same time, same location, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show with your girl Mika Diamond.
And your favorite Miss Kim. Go out and be kind. Love y'all.
And your girl Miss Unmuted.
All right, y'all. Have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.
Wake up, the tea is hot. Make a Kim and Rebecca got the spot. Sip it slow, let the coffee flow. Morning tea is your daily glow. Turn it up, hear the laughter ring. Stories fly like birds on wings. Steeped in truth with a twist of fun. The morning tea has just begun. Pour a cup, let the chatter spring. Your morning fix is here with they. Make a Kim and Rebecca agree. The morning tea is the place.